So we have ourselves one of the best grinds that you can physically do at the moment. Now, in terms of what you've got to do then, you've got the 78 2 of free player pick. This is going to require 5 rares, which I get why they've done this. It's clearly to not make it completely overpowered. Otherwise, it would just be absolutely nuts. So you've got to get the 5 rares, which is the interesting part with this. Even if it was just like half and half, it was the rares and the commons, this could have been somewhat of the best grind we've seen this year. Even the 82 the 82 times 20 would have been the question of this, whether that was going to be better than this one. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. But we still can make this work pretty well. So in terms of the actual player pick, it is a 78 2 of free player pick, which is nice. It's not necessarily going to be my favorite because obviously when you do reveal them, I can imagine we are going to get a lot of 80 to 82s. I mean, that's going to be the very first one that works out really well, but I can imagine I'm not going to get Haaland every single time. But the way that this is going to work, really, we have got a very good source of gold cards. So already there's a great repeatable cycle of this. You've got 3 more days of it, which is the same as these picks as well, where we have got the grassroots grind. It's a very easy grind to say the least, and you can do it with very minimal start. So first and foremost, you want to be doing your super daily bronze. This is going to require 1 bronze card in general, and you want to make sure you're doing your daily bronze as well. So once you've got this in, you want to make sure you've done both of them, and you will get yourselves, oh okay, yes, I was going to say, she's in the grassroots greats cup bench. But in general, we're going to get a lot of bronzes from this, so make sure that they're out of that team to start with. And then you do want to do the daily bronze as well. If you're doing the daily silvers, I always recommend doing them just to get your club into a position where it's worth having that level of players. And who knows, you might even get a silver that's worth the upgrade. So you're going to get your 17 bronzes from this, and then obviously for the daily bronze, you get all of your bronze cards from there. So that's going to be fantastic to say the least, because you need them for the grassroots grind. So from there, once you've got all your bronze packs, you can just start doing the grassroots grinds first, and then obviously once you need more, you can then go and open bronze packs. But from doing all of your daily bronze stuff, you want to then go into squad builder, you go lowest, you ignore position, and then you just go ahead and put them into this. So you can just go straight away and just keep doing this. You get 50 of these every single day for the next 3 days, or 4 days if you include today. So it'll be today, tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that. It's a beautiful grind if you're willing to put it in. Put in the effort for it. And it's why I suggested in yesterday or the day before's video to maybe even worth holding these, because realistically, the way that you're getting bronze cards is just by simply opening bronze packs. You should have a few coins by now, and it doesn't necessarily cost a great deal for these, because when you're opening up the bronze packs, you put in 750 as your kind of stake to start with to open a pack, but then you do get some players back. So we've got 3 here. If then we discard everything else here, sometimes the manager might be worth something, a lot of the time it's not, but we're already getting 240 coins back, meaning we've paid 500. So it means we've paid 500 coins for 3 cards. Now, sometimes you might get something else back. You might get a manager that might be worth something. You could get 4, 5, even 6 players at a time. But then also you could get a decent discard. Instead of getting rare players, you get rare consumables. They discard for 70 each as well. So sometimes as well, we get the Brazilian managers. You might get them for 200, but I mean, anything's extra. It's got this glitch, unfortunately. But even if we do 200, for instance, we've done 270 in the discards, another 200 in the manager, meaning that we've got 470. Take that off the price. You're then having to have spent like 300 coins on 3 players. it's a very easy scenario that you're basically only spending a few hundred coins every single time. And already, if I do another one, if I get 4 or 5 players from this one, we then obviously end up with the potential to do another grassroots. And that's going to give us more golds. And that's the big thing. When it comes to bronzes for golds, it's always worth doing because it's the easiest way. Golds for golds is normally the case. But bronzes for golds is always the best way. So as you see, we got some players, and some of them will sell as well. You might have to check out some of the players. I'd suggest looking at FUTBIN and kind of going around the couple of hundred mark because they do fluctuate massively depending on marquee matchups, certain SBCs. You'll be looking at major leagues. Obviously, Ligue 1's going to be a fantastic one, but realistically, there's very few that upgrade. So instead of doing that, unless you're certain that someone's worth something, I would just keep discarding and go through. If you don't get a rare, you end up with 323 there, which is nice. So it does work out really, really well. And then you can just go ahead and do the grassroots. And then from there, you basically just want to complete all 50 if you can. You don't even need to open them to start with. You can just kind of stock them up and get all 50 done because you don't need to open them to put them back into it. That's the best bit about it. Then when you open them, this is the interesting part for the actual player picks. Because we've got 6 commons, 3 rares, it means every 2 will be able to do an upgrade if we don't get a walkout, for instance. We're getting very lucky today. I was going to say, if that's not going to be Rodri, another 91. But in general, say for instance we get a rare that is good, for instance Declan Rice, then obviously we keep him and we put the other 2 in. The next SBC, if we get 3 that's not worth it, then obviously we can just keep grinding around that way. And then you've got the commons to deal with. Now we only need 1 per time. So what I would suggest if you are looking to get more rares, other than buying them, I'd potentially be looking at doing the upgrades, maybe doing some gold upgrades from the commons in general, because we don't have any other way. You can obviously go with the Team of the Year crafted if you've still got that. It only requires 1 rare, but you can put all of the 11 or the 10 commons in there to get an extra free back. I'm pretty sure you get, was it a 77 times free or 78? 77 times free for finishing them. So I might as well finish the 5, but then just going back to the end over here and just going to your gold upgrade and just getting the 2 rares from here. So obviously starting squad, going here, squad builder, and then just going into the commons, and then obviously just picking your club. So you are just generically putting in all your commons because it's going to give you the 2 rares as well. The more rares, the better. That's going to be the best way for it. So then once you've obviously done all of your commons into there, well, you got 50 every day. So 5 times, 6? You're looking at 300 commons. You only need X amount of them for the upgrades. You then obviously could put the rest in here. You get the chance of getting something again, but then you get the rares to put back into the upgrade. And you just recycle from there. It's going to take a while to get all of them upgrades, so you might as well just start with the kind of grassroots grind, move all of that then into the player picks, and then you can obviously move it all into the 84 times 5s, which are good. Then you've got the campaign upgrade, you've got players, and just everything else from there. So I think it's not a bad grind, to be honest. I do think this is one of the better ones that you can truly get, which will work out really, really nice for you. So let me know down below if you've managed to get anything good from this. I would always use your storage as quick as possible. It's not going to be the best, I don't think. I think I got very, very lucky with the Haaland on the first one. We'll do another one just to see what it's like for the second, but realistically, you're getting 2 players back every time, which is nice, and it's only 6 players, so it actually works out really, really well in that scenario. So I will reveal all, and predominantly that is what you're going to get, but you can put both of them back in, meaning you only need to get another 3 rares and 1 common to recycle it back in. It's that easy.